In this module, we are going to do a couple of things. First, we're going to add the pages and the posts that will be appearing on our website. Then I'm going to show you a couple of important site settings that we want to be sure to set before we move forward. Very quickly, I'll explain the difference between pages and posts. Pages are generally used for static content, things like the home page, about page, and contact page. Posts are used for blog posts. They're dated and they generally appear on a blog page in reverse chronological order. So for purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to be setting up 5 pages: home, about, services, contact, and blog. The blog page is going to be where our blog posts are displayed. I'm also going to insert 3 placeholder posts. I'd suggest you do the same thing just to follow along, and then once you're ready to launch your site, you can always go back and add in the blog posts that you want to launch with. So let's go ahead and add the pages we will be using. For now, these pages are going to be completely blank other than the title. We just need a place that we can add content down the road. In your WordPress dashboard, hover over Pages and click Add New. Type in the title at the top of the page. I'm going to call this page Home. Then hit the blue Publish button. So now I'm just very quickly going to add the other pages in the exact same way. I'm going to add the About page, the Services page, Contact page, and the Blog page. Now that all my pages are added, I'm going to hover over Pages in my dashboard and click All Pages. You can see all of the pages on your site here. This is a good way to make sure all of the pages were added properly. Next, I'm going to add 3 posts to my website. In the WordPress dashboard, hover over Posts and click Add New. For the posts, I'm going to enter some placeholder content for now. I'm going to include a headline, some body text, and an image. And this will allow me to see how the blog posts will display on my site. So for the first post, I'm going to use a title, Why Your Blogging Business Needs a VA. For the main body text, I'm going to paste in what's known as lorem ipsum. It's basically just Latin placeholder text that means absolutely nothing. And if you want to generate some of this meaningless text for your website to use as a placeholder, I'll include a link to a lorem ipsum generator in the notes for this unit. To add an image, scroll down a little bit until you see the featured image box, which is toward the bottom right-hand corner of the editing screen. This is the main image that will display with your post. I'm going to click on Set Featured Image and then click on Media Library. And I'm just going to choose one of the images that came with the theme. You can really use anything you want because you'll be going back and editing these posts before your site goes live. So I click on the image I want to use and then click Set Featured Image in the bottom right-hand corner. And that's it for this post. I'm just going to scroll up and click Publish. And now I'll repeat this process for 2 more blog posts. So again, I'll click Add New under Posts, make up a headline, and paste in some placeholder text. Scroll down, click Set Featured Image, choose an image from my media library, click the Set Featured Image button in the bottom right corner, and then scroll up to publish my post. And I'll do the exact same thing for a 3rd post. Now if I click on All Posts, you can see that I have all the posts that I just created. And I also have this post that says WordPress Resources at SiteGround. That's a post that was automatically generated when I installed WordPress, but I don't want that to display on my website. So I'm going to hover over the title and then click on the red trash link to delete that post. All right, now we have pages and posts, which we can use to input our content. Before we end this module, I want to quickly show you a couple of other important settings. In your WordPress dashboard, hover over Settings and click General. This is where you can change your site title, description, or your administrative email address. Now click on the Permalinks menu item under Settings. A permalink is the way that the links on your site appear. For SEO purposes, I like to use the post name permalink setting. So I'll click on the radio button next to post name, and then be sure to scroll down to the bottom and click the Save Changes button. I should mention that although you can change your permalinks at any time, it's best to set these up front because changing this setting can create a lot of broken links on your website. So try to set this now and then leave it alone unless you have a really good reason for changing your permalinks down the road. Now we want to set your site's homepage and blog page. Hover over Settings on your WordPress dashboard and then click the reading link. At the top, you'll see Your Homepage Displays, and you can choose to show either your latest posts or a static homepage. We want to use a static homepage, so I'm going to check the radio box next to the static homepage option, and then in the drop-down menu, I'm going to select the homepage that I previously set up. I'm going to leave the post page blank because we are actually going to be using a Divi template to display our posts instead. And finally, I'll save my changes. Now that we have a place to put our content, we are ready to start using the Divi theme to build our website. In the next module, we'll import the layout that we'll be using.